weekly in-depth view of agriculture up close. This is In the Field. Presented by Gordon's Feed and Pet.
Just off 65 Highway in Fair Grove, Missouri, lives a young couple, raising a young family and their budding farrow-to-finish pig operation. You guys just came back to the Fair Grove area just 2 years ago, so take me back to that thought process.
Well, it really started when we got married. There was always the goal to have a farm, and Chelsea knew that when we got married. That's something that I've wanted to do since I was little. And the first 5 years of our marriage, we tried to save everything we could and build up for a down payment. We had to try several different banks to find somebody that's willing to take a chance with us. And then, the Lord just kind of worked it all out. It was kind of touch and go, but it kind of all came together.
So when you started, 2 years ago in 2017, this was a dairy farm, and now you've got farrowing pens, and you've got weaning pens, and you've got sows out with their babies at pasture. You've got boars in the old milking parlor. So take me through that process of kind of getting to where you are today, and maybe even lead into those future goals.
It started, we had to bury electric lines, bury water lines, build fence. We had to convert just about everything in order to get it somewhat how we wanted it. And then it was really the summer of 2017 where all the work went into, and then the gilts arrived in August, and it's just
a little pressure, right?
Yeah,
it's been a whirlwind ever since then.
So take me through the future. You've got, how many sows do you say?
About 250.
So you've got about 250 sows, mama pigs, running around. Goals for expansion?
Really, the goal isn't probably so much for expansion, but rather to build some nicer buildings, to have some automation, to have the animals where they're not out in the cold, out in the elements so much. That's really the main goal, is hopefully to move that direction.
Farming's never been defined as easy, and when you live and breathe it every day, you definitely can attest to that. But let's talk about your family. You've got 3 young ones, and what does it mean to be able to raise your kids on the farm and live and breathe this every day?
It's pretty awesome. I mean, I grew up on a farm in rural Macon County, and I always wanted to have a farm to raise our kids. I just think I just have so many memories of running around on the farm, working on the farm, helping my parents and grandparents. So, I think it's just a lot of fun to watch the kids. And it's the best part of this is when they're out there helping me and tagging along. I always enjoy that.
Cool learning opportunity for them.
What better opportunity to learn responsibility and hard work. They have a everyday front row seat of watching that and being a part of that.
What advice do you have to other young couples out there that maybe have grown up on an operation but weren't able to go back home to one, or farming's new to them and they just want to dive into it? What do you tell them?
Well, it's certainly really challenging if you're, a lot of farms are multi-generational, so the kids come back to the farm, the land's already been bought, and starting out from scratch is really hard because a lot of banks don't want to take the chances, and that's just a risk that, if it wouldn't have been for the Farm Service Agency and the beginning farmer loan programs that they offer, we definitely wouldn't be here now. But yeah, it takes a lot of work and a lot of preparedness. And Chelsea, when we first got married, she worked and we saved all of her income and just tried to live off of what I made so that we could have this. And it definitely takes a lot of discipline and saving to start.
There's no way we could have done it without our faith. A lot of prayer, and a lot of the Lord just working out the details for us. And just be patient with the process. I would advise people with that, because it's not going to go the way you want it to go or the way you think it's going to go. So just be patient with that and trust that it will all work out in the end.